about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
This program is for mature audiences only.
Please have your fake ID ready.
Get out of bed, you lazy
We found the only way to start the day. Get on the go with radio. We like to use it for household music. The daily chores are never a bore. For weather information, this is the station.
3, 2, 1.
Rise and shine, sleepyhead.
I'm not letting you go to work today.
Wait, what?
Everybody, listen up.
Welcome to The Drive.
Morning, morning, morning.
You're gonna talk.
Get on the phone at 339-1140.
Pretty awesome, huh?
Jump in on our text line at 441140.
Everyone is talking about it. You must know that.
The Drive starts now.
All right. Not happy.
All circuits are busy now.
Shut up. I think it is a 9. Yep.
All circuits are busy now.
Or not.
Please?
Of course it's not going to work. Trying to dial out. Not happy. Don't want to call somebody. Is that too much to ask for? Is it, Kyle?
I think so.
Might be.
At the rate this morning's going,
Yeah.
I think that might be a little bit too much to ask. And the way it all started like last night.
Yep.
And then it's really just carried over into the morning.
When I get sad, I phone a friend.
I use 50-50.
Do you?
Yeah. Who wants to be a millionaire, Joe? Am I right?
Yeah. There's only like a handful of people in this world that could help me. Right now
Hello.
Hi, Scott. It's Dave.
Hey.
How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, I'm just looking at my bracket. How are you doing?
I'm looking at my toes. I can barely still see them. Scott Pollard, everybody, our friend Scott, who agreed to talk this morning. Scott, I'm sure you saw. Oh, first off, how, everything good? Family good? Life good? Weather good?
Yeah. No. Everything but the weather is good.
Yeah.
But it's Indy. All right.
Can I tell you what is good?
What's that, Kyle?
Heading to Togo's for their original turkey and avocado with a large drink for just $5.95.
It's darn good. Scott, the Kings lost. They had a 28-point lead in the fourth quarter last night at Golden One Center, and D'Angelo Russell scored, I think, 900 points in the fourth, and the Kings lost by 2 at home. And I've had really good perspective all year because I know they're young and they've hung with a lot of really good teams and just come up short. I don't need to ask you, I think, what the worst loss you ever experienced as a basketball player was, because I think this entire city experienced it with you. But what do you do after a big loss?
Well, the good thing about the NBA is unless it's the last game of the season, which I think is the one you're referring to in my case in 2002. But unless it's the last game of the season, you have another chance to get that bad taste out of your mouth. I didn't see the game. I'm on the East Coast time zone, so I was in bed when that happened. But I saw the highlights this morning, or the lowlights, as you may want to call them. But, again, it's the NBA. You never have to wait more than a couple days to get back out there and work on the mistakes, figure out what happened, and, get another game under your belt, and hopefully get one in the win column. So that's as an NBA player, that's the way you learn how to deal with the loss. Is knowing that you can practice, you can go work out, but then you got another game coming up soon to be able to try to rectify the mistakes.
Do you want people in the locker room like throwing things and breaking TVs in frustration, or would you rather have people that are just calm and kind of silently determined?
Words, yeah. I've never been one for physical displays of emotion. I abhor violence. Honestly, I'm not joking there. I really am against people hitting things or people especially.
Sure.
Teammates have come in the past, and I've been one of them that yells at people saying, "Hey, you know what? That was this and that and stuff I can't say on the radio." But different players respond to different things. Some guys don't hear a coach unless they yell at them, and some guys you get a coach yelling at you or a teammate yelling at you, and they tune out. They can't hear you, or they can't hear the coach because the coach is yelling. So you need to know your teammates, and the coach certainly needs to know his team or her team, as the case may be, and to know how to talk to them. And the teammates, the chemistry is great on that team right now, on the Kings team. So I would imagine that if somebody were to go in there and throw a tantrum and yell and call people out, that the rest of them would probably take it. I would hope, because that's what chemistry means. So, but there's times when chemistry can break down. I've been on those teams too, where a teammate came in and started calling people out. It's like, hey, I'm sorry, you can't do that because you're the last guy here and the first guy to leave, so shut up. And then it causes a fight. And that's counterproductive. So, again, it goes back to knowing who your teammates are and how they respond to adversity and how they would respond to a yell fest, or, hey, I got to pull that guy aside and say, hey, man, we need you. We need you to do this. We need you to do that, and explain it to them in a different way. But it all goes down to knowing your chemistry and knowing who you are talking to and how they react to things.
Well, last thing on the game, Scott, the whole young team doesn't know how to win yet. Like, is that a real thing, or is that something we in the media make up?
I think it's a real thing, and it gets blown out of proportion in the media. Of course, a young team doesn't know how to win. When you've had no success, none, you've had no success, and your superstars are under 24, you're not going to know how to win. Nobody on that team has been a deep run in the playoffs, have they? I'm not 100% on that, but I mean, those things come with experience, knowing what to do and how to react and how to bounce back. You don't know that as a rookie that's never been to the playoffs. I don't care what you did in college. You don't know that. And as a team, if nobody's experienced it, then no, of course they can't know how to bounce back with losses or what it takes to advance in the playoffs. You can only know that stuff and when you've done that stuff. And that's why veterans are so valuable in the game. And that's why people sign veterans to come in and be locker room guys. And the Kings have tried that in the past. They just haven't been the right veteran or whatever. But, it's a very valuable thing to have that experience. But if you're thinking long-term, which the Kings certainly look like they are, then, these are growing pains. There's going to be losses like that you have to just accept, knowing that, this team fell apart last night, and it's because they're young. And the media can glorify that and make them feel terrible and blow it out of proportion, or they can do what hopefully the coach Yeager's doing and their team is doing, where they're saying, all right, hey, growing pains, that sucked. We've got to be better than that. We're more talented than that. But, when we see that happening, we've got to stop it in game. We can't just let it happen. We've got to figure out how to stop and slow down D'Angelo Russell before he completely destroys us in the fourth quarter and we lose. Veterans know that. Veterans will put a hard foul on that guy and slow him down or double team him, or a coach can tell, hey, guys, somebody's got to stop him, and that's what that means. Go get him. Go make him think about it. He's not going to get the easy buckets and change his momentum. Veterans know that, and young guys don't. Young guys are like, man, that guy's good. I got to go score more than him. That's not how it works. You can try to score more, but if somebody's hot like that, the Pacers just had this happen. I don't mean to change the subject, but the Pacers just had this happen about 10 days ago against the 76ers. They were up big, played a good game against them in Philly in the first half. In the second half, Joel Embiid decided to take over the game, and no one could stop him. They got in foul trouble, and it was a very Shaq-like performance with 36 points and 16 rebounds, and he looked out of shape and sluggish, but he still dominated because he's that kind of talent. So, young teams, doesn't matter how your chemistry is. It doesn't matter how much you like each other. It doesn't matter how great the coaching is. They're still going to make stupid mistakes and let players take advantage of them because they don't know how to change other than just use their talent. And they don't have the experience to do anything but use their talent. And once they get the brain and the experience and the talent and all the rest of it that goes along with that talent, that's when you start winning games you're supposed to win and put games away against teams you're supposed to put the game away when you're up big like that.
Thank you for being a friend, Scott, and picking up the phone. I did want to talk to you this morning. It was tough. It's been tough for the whole fan base last night. I don't know. I'm sure your schedule's very busy over the next couple of weeks, but maybe if you have the time, would love to have you come back on, and maybe we could talk a little bracket action. I know you're watching.
Yeah, man, that sounds good. You know me, dude. Just call me up.
Yes, sir. Say hi to the wife, family, and you take care, brother.
All right. She says hello. I'll
Okay.
talk to you.
Take care. Bye. Scott Pollard. I had to talk to somebody, Kyle. I'm going to talk to you next. We went on late, very late, an hour late due to the A's thing. We have to take a break right now, and we are going to be probably late throughout the hour. So bear with us as we catch up the entire hour. We'll be back with Morning Brew next. Sports 1140 KHTK.
You're amazing. Welcome back to The Drive.
It's just my job.
It's time for the Morning Brew. Now here's Carmichael Day.
Nets on the run. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson had it, lost it, skips it back to Russell for three. He's got another one. 2:07 to go. It's a 2-point ball game. 116-114. Russell has scored 40 points. He just hit his 6th three-pointer, and the Kings are on the ropes.
That's the I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed voice of the legend Gary Gerald. Yeah, we'll talk quite a bit about this game today, obviously, as much as I do not want to. And we'll let you vent if you want. Are you apathetic or are you an active fan base? I'm not ripping, I'm asking. 1-800-920-1140 is the Fire Wings hotline. 21 different flavors to choose from. Firewings.com, just wing it. Just an absolutely gutting, embarrassing, stupid, inexcusable, I hate the world loss for the Sacramento Kings.
It sounds a little bit like you've been injured at work. And if you have been injured at work, call the law offices of Doug Marino at 916-564-4000 for a free consultation.
Been injured being a fan.
Now 3rd down and 5. Pass is picked. Intercepted by Burfict. And Vontez Burfict, with only Cousins in his way, is in for the touchdown. The pass was intended for Chris Thompson.
Shut up. Yeah, it got even better. Yeah, it's just been a banner day. Vontez Burfict is a Raider. No way. Who'd have thought that? Everybody start the clocks on the whataboutism, the he said, she said, they did it, so why can't we? Raider Nation, man. Proud.
You know what might make you feel better?
What's that, Kyle?
Heading to Togo's for their original turkey and avocado with a large drink for just $5.95.
That actually might make me feel better. They need to open quickly. To continue the fun run, well, sure glad you tuned into this one because it's nothing but happiness. Hey, let's go to an A's game, shall we?
Trail, though, 5-2. And Davis swings at the first one. He crushes it left center field. The balls are flying here in Tokyo. A 2-run homer for Davis. And it's back to a 1-run game. 5-4 Mariners.
Yeah, the A's lost.
Boy, did they.
So here you go. Kings blew a game. Vontez Burfict signs with the Raiders. The A's lose in Japan. There's literally no reason for you to tune in to this radio show today. I'm just warning you right now. We came on late. We have an hour and a half. I'll let you vent. It's your show today, guys. Kings lowlights next. Right here on The Drive, Sports 1140 KHTK.
It's The Drive on Sports 1140 KHTK.
Harry digs back on Spencer Dinwiddie. Doubled by Davis. That leaves Bagley wide open to shoot the 3, and he scores it. The 2 rookies teaming up. That was very nice recognition from Harry Giles for the assist. Bagley's 3 for 3, 7 points already since just coming into the ball game. Backdoor pass from Giles to Bogey, back to Giles, went for the hammer, missed it, aim off the iron, grabbed by Bagley, over the shoulder flip, up and under, move to Giles, he scores the basket. Now that would have been a killer Peckus brothers moment of the game, but little did we know it was lurking. 6 points for Giles, 36-25 Kings. Here's Bagley to the rim, oh, hammer it home, young fellow. He threw it down with the left hand, almost a semi-hesitation move, and then whap! And the net was just jumping all over the place. 47-35, he's 7 for 7. Harris drives into the lane against Belly, has to give up the ball, and he turns it over to Wally Stein. Great defense from Bielitsa, forced Harris into the turnover. On the left wing to the right wing to Fox, inside, hammer time, Willie Cauley-Stein, Kings with 15 unanswered. Inbounds pass, broken up and stolen by Buddy Hield. Ahead to Fox, races up the floor, puts on the brakes, gives to Bielitsa on the left angle, fakes the three, back to Buddy Hield, launches the rainbow, front rim and short. Buddy's 0 for 5 from downtown. Belly with a rebound, out to Barnes, swings to Fox, he'll try from 3. He scores the triple, 20 straight points for the Sacramento Kings. Here's Bagley, he's gonna try for 3. Why not? Everything else is going. Marvin Bagley from downtown now has 24 points. Yogi in transition, right angle feed, stepping into 3. Barnes doesn't get it. Stick back. Buddy buckets. Hield came flying in from the top of the foul circle, and he, with a two-hand flush, gets the Kings on the board. It took him 2 minutes and 45 seconds to get the score. Transition 3 on the way from Russell. I'm telling you, this ball game is not over by any stretch of the imagination. 7:50 and counting. It's 107-94. The 3-ball knocked down by Russell. He's got 24 points.
I'll be the one if you want me to.
The Nets have outscored the Kings 15-4 in this quarter. Russell, another 3, scores it again. Everybody on the bench is up for the Nets. It's a 10-point ball game. It's 18-4, the scoring run.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
To the far corner now, eluding a defender. Hield sets his feet, launches for 3. He still hasn't made a 3-point shot in this ball game. He is now 0 for 6 from downtown. He's 3 for 10 overall. There's a transition 3. Jared Dudley, score it. That's what he's done through his career. It's now a 7-point game at 109-102. And we've got 5:52 to play in the fourth quarter.
And I will stumble and fall.
Get the screen, Fox knocks it away, but Russell controls it. He drives, gets into the paint, up and down, move to the rack, and he scores again. 34 points for D'Angelo Russell. 17 in the quarter.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
Nets on the run. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson had it, lost it, skips it back to Russell for 3. He's got another one. 2:07 to go. It's a 2-point ball game. 116-114. Russell has scored 40 points. He just hit his 6th three-pointer, and the Kings are on the ropes.
Say something, I'm giving up on you.
D'Angelo Russell got 2 defenders, doesn't make any difference. He drives to the rack, he scores the basket. It's a 1-point ball game. He's got 42. It's 117-116. We're down to 1:48 to play.
You're the one that I love, and I'm saying goodbye.
Fox drives, trying to draw a foul. Shot no good. They let him play. Here come the Nets looking for the lead. On the run, kick out pass. Russell right wing, up fake for 3. Gives to Dudley, straight away for 3. The veteran hits it, and the Brooklyn Nets have come all the way back. They lead 121-119 after trailing by 25 to start the fourth quarter. 1:08 to go.
And anywhere I would have followed you.
Jefferson, he drives, he's going on Bagley, he stops, he leans, reverse up, it's good! 0.8 of a second to go. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, Kings don't have a timeout, only 0.8 of a second. You got to throw it way up the floor and try to get a shot. Buddy Hield with a launch for the win, nowhere near close from 70 feet away, and the Brooklyn Nets are going absolutely bonkers, and who can blame them?
Told you not to listen today. Told you. There's your highlights.
Can I just real quick in here?
Oh, sorry. That's
I want to give you props because that was not pre-produced.
No.
You did that on the fly, which was remarkable. So I want to give you props for that because I feel like I'm going to need to inject as much positivity into this conversation as possible. So I'm starting there.
I'm a little annoyed.
Yeah. Just in general, or
no?
Jay, come on.
No,
Jay,
yes,
I'm
no.
doing a thing here.
Yeah, I know, but yesterday we had a full segment pulled from YouTube because of copyright music. Now we're gonna have another one.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I'm gonna get yelled at.
Nobody should.
Oh, hey,
no,
maybe
that's
just
not
don't
your
edit.
fault.
Just don't edit.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Let's work for you.
You know, listen. Nobody should be listening to a replay of the show, anyways.
It's a great point.
Nobody should be listening to the show live.
Thank you to those that are, though.
And you can watch it every day by subscribing to the KH2K YouTube channel.
Go do that.
Go to KH2K.com. Go to YouTube. Subscribe. Wow, that was a loud ding.
That's what she didn't say.
This didn't cost them the playoffs.
Good start.
They're learning. They got to learn.
According to your Twitter account, they're going to get a better draft pick now.
Yeah. You mean, now let's be clear.
Hey.
According to my Twitter followers.
Brilliant move by the Kings. They assessed their situation in the standings and said, 14 games to play, 13 games to play, whatever it is. We got to tank. Time to start tanking. Honestly, just brilliant by them. Who can you blame them?
There were brilliant moments last night, and it's one of the worst parts of this is it completely wastes an amazing performance by Marvin Bagley.
Fox pulls up just inside the arc, goes to Bagley, low post right, turns to his left, jump hook. He's 4 for 4. Kings with a 10-point lead. Kenny Atkinson will take timeout. Let's make that your Petkus Brothers moment of the game. A 4 for 4 performance for Marvin Bagley in 3 minutes of playing time. 9 points. Kings lead by 10, 28-18.
It's funny, last night my son's doing a science project. They're studying medieval times.
Yeah.
And so we've been making you have to be careful with it, but we made a guillotine for him to take to class to kind of show.
Nice, a full-sized one?
Right. So after the game last night, I just was hanging out with my head in it, just thinking, this is just garbage. And I let the rope go, and something grabbed it. Right? I was like, wait, what is that? It was a little paper mache guillotine.
Probably Mason.
That wasn't. He was asleep. It was the Petkus Brothers. Yeah. Saved me, Kyle. Beautiful backyards, patios, sunrooms. The whole gamut. Go to Petkus Brothers. I know it's raining right now. Soon it will not be, and soon you can enjoy all things Petkus Brothers have to offer.
You know what else I don't know.
You guys can sound off at 1-800-920-1140 on the Firewings hotline. 21 different flavors to choose from. Firewings.com, just wing it. I'll give you guys a show today. Wait, did you expect to tune in and hear analysis?
Yeah, that's...
Did you expect to tune in and hear the bright side? Yeah, it didn't cost them the playoffs. Yes, they're still ahead of schedule. Yeah, it's still going to be a banner season.
Most of the Kings people I follow, some of the Sacktown royalty guys, it was really funny just to I'm going to bed. There wasn't anything to analyze. There was nothing.
No, it choked.
Sometimes, do you remember when of course you do. They did this to the Bulls not that long ago.
Oh, I remember.
2 seasons ago, right? It was
a
30-point game.
It was
10 years ago.
Yeah, Tyreek Evans and friends. Yeah.
Was it 10 years ago?
Yeah, Tyreek's rookie year.
Yep.
Holy smokes.
Yep, they did it to the Bulls.
10 years ago. What?
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Nuke Lelouch quote, I guess it's a Crash Davis quote, but sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes it rains. That's just...
We got the last two. We lost and it's raining.
It's... Sometimes you poo in the bed.
From the 916, I know I promised I wouldn't stop listening no matter how bad it got, Dave, but I'm tuning out for a couple days. I'll be back next week. This guy's got that's a smart.
Fair. That's
a
really
very
fair.
smart listener. Ted, hello, Ted. Welcome into the drive.
Hey, Dave, Kyle, Jake.
Hi.
Hello, Ted.
Hey, so I've been listening to you guys for a long time. I am one of your YouTube subscribers you were talking about.
Thank you for that, Ted. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Truly.
Oh yeah. I'm usually about a day behind, but my first time calling into the show, and I hate to do it. It's such a negative tone, but just to get a couple things off my chest.
Sure, that's why we're here.
All right. So this year, Willie Cauley-Stein, it really comes down to yesterday's game. You cannot get a technical in that point of the game. They already had cut it to single digits, and that just poured more salt in the wound. So that really frustrated me. I tell you, even if the Kings do throw out the qualifying offer in the offseason, if another team just offers 10 cents more, Kings just let the other team have him, because I'm ready to see him go. His touch around the basket is getting worse, it seems. So that's Willie. Bogdan, what we were seeing in the telecast, like maybe he's getting better, maybe he's getting his shot back, but he's still dribbling, and that is really also irking me, and just cannot stand. It's in his indecision making, it seems, this season. And when the coach in his post game show was talking about what lost them the game, I kept, he's talking about loss of effort or bad shots or turning the ball over. I kept feeling like I was talking about Bogdan. And anyway, so there's my two negatives I wanted to just get off my chest. As far as the positive go, obviously this whole season, yes, has been great and everything. I do just want to get your guys' thoughts on the postseason, regular season awards. I know that we've been talking about Buddy and Fox being possibly in the running for Best Improved. I think Russell just upped his candidacy for that in yesterday's game. But I want to know about where you guys stand on what is the reality of Fox getting noticed for second all-team defense player.
I don't care. 339-1140, 1-809-211-40. Ted, we do appreciate you and you being a subscriber on the Cage to K YouTube page and being a loyal listener. I don't.
Probably not.
Yeah, no. I just, honestly, I don't care. Not right now. I don't really feel like talking about postseason awards today. Hi, Ken.
Hey, good morning, fellas. I already know it's slow motion for the potion this morning.
Yes, sir.
Babe.
I was in the building, man. When we going to start blaming some of these losses on the coach, man? I mean, you got to call timeout, put in the second team, second team go and play defense, hold it down, run the shot clock all the way down. But, you got to change up the play, come on, coach, and the excuse at the end of the game, I didn't even like the excuse, man. It was terrible, I don't know what it was. And at the end of the game, why do you give the ball to a forward? Why does a guard give the ball to a forward at the end of the game? I didn't understand that. At the end of a few of these games, man, Coach Yeager has been terrible. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. But just get off his tons. Get off his tons, please.
Wait,
Coach, man.
Get off what?
Get off his tons.
What does that mean?
I know Grant Napier is on his tons all the time, man, about that coach, man. But the coach, man, has to take some of his losses.
Oh, I got you. Okay, hey, no.
Yeah, we on radio, so I'm just.
I got you. I'm sorry. I honestly just wanted to. I had not heard that before. Ken, listen. Here's one thing I don't want to do. I've been a defender. So funny how people take things like. I literally have two texts straight on here, one calling me a homer and spinning, and the other saying I'm a Debbie Downer. I just try to be honest, and I've had the coaching staffs back all year, and I truly believe that they're a phenomenal coaching staff, and I hope they're back, and I'm a huge fan of Dave Yeager, but everybody crapped the bed last night, and that includes the coaching staff. Now, I could come at you, and I could say, I was looking through the play-by-play last night. They called 4 timeouts in the fourth quarter. Yeager called 4 timeouts in the fourth quarter. And he shuffled in and shuffled out. And we can point to, well, this guy was in and that guy was on the bench, but you're pulling levers. Does the coaching staff take blame for last night? Should they? Absolutely. When you blow a 28-point lead at home, I don't know. It's not really necessarily a style, but break off a shoe in somebody's butt. I don't know what you need to do. Of course I blame the coaching staff for last night, but I also blame the players. I blame Slamson. I blame Scott Moak. I blame the concessions. I blame the fans. I blame everybody. I also credit Brooklyn. You know, somebody was pissed that D'Angelo Russell and the Nets were celebrating on the floor. He damn right they were celebrating on the floor. They punked our asses.
D'Angelo Russell hit some tough shots.
He did. He was amazing. And I would have liked to have seen him. And listen, I know we live in an age where you have to be careful. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I wouldn't have mind seeing a hard foul on D'Angelo Russell at some point, though. You know, that would have been neat. It would have been neat for it to not be a freaking Olay, you know, with the Red Bull thing. Here you go, D'Angelo. Would you like some fries? Would you like a chocolate shake on your way to the rim?
I guess you're saying they just didn't want it bad enough.
Yeah, last night they didn't want it bad enough. I hate saying. I think that you and I joke about how stupid that is and how stupid it is to say that. No,
they're not good enough to coast.
They're not good enough to coast.
They thought they could take their foot off the gas. You give up some easy buckets, and then a guy gets hot, and you go cold on the other end, and you have a 45-17 quarter.
That's just gross.
They got punched in the mouth.
It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the year. It doesn't take away the good. It doesn't, blah, blah, blah. Of course it doesn't. You know what it does, though? It pisses you off until the next game, and it's going to piss you. I hope it pisses this team off. I hope every freaking day this summer, everybody's practicing their free throws and whatever the hell they need to do, and they replay this game 50 times this summer. That's what I hope. That's how it'll be a good thing.
I hope they head to Togo's for their original turkey and avocado with a large drink for just $5.95.
We're already into technically hour 3, even though it's hour 2. We're truncated because of the A's postgame. When we get back, we'll still get to 3 for Madness. If we have time, we'll get to Vontez Burfict signing with the Raiders. If we have time, we'll get to the A's losing, as heard on KHTK earlier today. It's just a lot of crap raining down today, and we're here to cover it all with you at 339-1140, 1-800-920-1140.
Really sounds like Dave's been injured at work, and if you've been injured at work, call the law offices of Doug Marino at 916-564-4000 for a free consultation.
If you want to get on the phone lines, now is the time. We will pause and take a break, come back with your phone calls and 3 for Madness right here on Sports 1140 KHTK.